Today's cut by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Frank, one of the things we love about golf, it's an outdoor game, and we share these spectacular views with our friends from Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Years ago, I played an exhibition match from Calgary with Hale Irwin, which isn't that far away from where we are today. And just the vistas, the magnificent pines, the Douglas firs, the white spruce, the aspens, it's just all there in front of you. This is an idyllic day, too, to play golf.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
This is a good-looking shot. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
On to the second hole, 171 yards, tricky little par 3. Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And getting ready for the putt. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. You just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. All right, Frank, what's the right play here on this second shot to the par 5 third?
Well, even though that hole is a dogleg to the right, the best way to bring it in actually is to use the general contours, which is right to left, and the shape of the shot in that direction as well. So it might look like a little cut, it actually suits a little good.
Just a sensational shot, and he will have that for an eagle.
Amazing. Just like that, pick up 2 on the field.
Just a little tap in here. Really playing well in the early going. 5 under par. Frank, when you play Banff, you get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, ooh, look at
this is one. Yeah, this is one of them, Rich. Yeah, the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Consequently, you're going to have to club down a little, at least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Oh, you can see the frustration. Almost kicked his putter head right there with a drop shot here at the 4th. Just a couple of feet. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Locked in on the read and the speed. Playing some outstanding golf right now. That's another birdie and 5 under par. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand on, whether it was out of the first cut or rough or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sander. Yeah.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. 2 in a row.
Right in it. Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards, a par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods. The longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now, this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really, you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's that sneaky distance.
So close.
Ooh, inexcusable.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
has to be feeling good right now. Looks good with 2 straight birdies and 7 under on the card. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so...
Oh my goodness, Frank, I think that baby went in. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards, it's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the 3rd par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, maybe next time. So they'll tap in. 5 birdies for the day. What a performance. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way. That's an absolute beauty. Second shot. Well, it's a big green. He's managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
Not his best stuff right there. Has this now for bogey. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So a tester from 4 feet. Well, double par here. Time to pick up and move on. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the 2 little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what do you want to do with this second shot here at the 11th?
Just a scoring club again, Rich. This is a chance to get off to a good start on that on the homeward 9. Anytime you get sort of 8 iron down, you can virtually go straight at the flag because this green pitches back towards the player.
Moves to -8. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Frank, that was a pretty good shot right there.
Yeah, he's done well to minimize the damage.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Punt, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Good-looking shot right here. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. Now, this is a fairway you must hit.
Yeah, that's a good drive right there. Got all of it.
Did you hear the sound?
Frank, take us down. Give us the player's eye view on this second shot here at 14.
I kind of like a second shot a little lower than normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously, you're protecting against going left while you're trying to go directly at the flag. So just something a little lower than normal, I think, would be the go.
Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all you got to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
Those keep the round going, those par putts. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, I'm always fascinated by the way professionals approach the game and how different it is from us amateurs. You're not just standing up and hitting a shot, hoping to catch it on the middle of your face. You're thinking about lower high, left to right, or right to left.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought, really. You're either moving the shot away from something or towards something. So this is a great example here. You could be moving the ball away from the left side of the green, but closer towards the flag.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Good stroke. Just came up empty. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here, the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable, really. This is an awkward length.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of 2 things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Really like the look of that golf swing. That has it all. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Just a phenomenal approach shot, and now a great chance for an eagle. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the deck. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positives to take out of this round. Not just the possibility to win this week, but going forward. This is great golf that you would hold up against anybody right now.
Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We are located in spectacular Alberta, Canada, in the Canadian Rockies, getting ready to kick off the round here at Banff Springs Golf Course.
The course today, it will play as a par 71, a little under 7,000 yards in total length, designed by the architect Stanley Thompson all the way back in 1928. The original 18-hole course was later complemented by the construction of an adjoining 9 holes, which was designed by Cornish and Robinson. That opened in 1989, thereby completing this marvelous championship layout.
Great history and great views. Let's take it down to the tee. We're excited to call the action today out on the course for you. Well, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. There's a birdie, and he's now 1 under par. Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence. Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
Getting set now over the putt. 1 under early in the round. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the 3rd hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. Just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
Rich, you know, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Just like that, now at 2 under. Frank, when you play Banff, you get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, ooh, look at it.
This is one, yeah, this is one of them, Rich. Yeah, the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Consequently, you're going to have to club down a little, at least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card. Oop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Just a pure strike. A perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. These putts keep the round together. Hit it. And he makes it for par. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
This is a good-looking shot. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. -3 now for the round. Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
On the green in regulation. Oh, look out. Here he comes. 4 under par now after that birdie. Well, Frank, this is the longest hole on the golf course. 602 yards. Obviously a par 5, though. But guys like Rory have to be thinking about making an easy 4, getting home in 2.
Yeah, you referenced it. Longest hole on the golf course. Yet Rory McIlroy still reached it in 2.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Good work right there, now to 6 under. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right. It's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
This would be nice. Birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long. Frank, what do you want to do with this second shot here at the 11th?
Just a scoring club again, Rich. This is a chance to get off to a good start on that on the homeward 9. Anytime you get sort of 8-iron down, you can virtually go straight at the flag because this green pitches back towards the player.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Moves to -8. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Second shot. Good look at the green. Good look at... Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Whoa, that was unexplainable. I thought that was easily going to be a par.
Now I'll have to focus. Try to make bogey. 7 under on the day. Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225 yard, 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but the hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to tick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking he might get it close. And Just a great shot.
Excellent looking shot here. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
Chance to get it close here. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
That will be a great look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Now to double figures under par. That's a good place to be. 10 under. Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole.
Oh, this is right at it.
Shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
and getting ready for the putt. Knocking down all the shots today now. 13 under.
Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round.